It was a very busy morning at Vicarstown Station. Engines were going to and fro delivering their trains. Rosie was shunting in the yard. She had just finished marshalling a few trucks when Paxton arrived.
"Hello, Paxton," she said. "How's it going?" "Oh, hello, Rosie. I'm doing well." "That's good to hear. You know, I've always wanted to ask you a question." "And what question would that be?" "I've always wanted to know why you've come to like steam engines after that whole Steamworks incident about 9 years ago." "That's interesting. I'm not really asked about that too much. Would you mind telling me?" "Sure. I have a few minutes before my next train." "As do I." "Alright then, here we go." And this is the story Paxton told.
That year, Sir Topham Hatt had bought 5 of us diesels. There was myself, Sydney, Norman, Den, and Dart. We all stayed at the old Diesel Works building, and Diesel 10 stayed there with us. Back then, he was always snapping at us or telling us how good his grand plan was. Which would have been taking over the Steamworks, right? Yes it was. None of us had real jobs on the NWR, so we just stayed there. Until one day when Percy came to the Diesel Works. Oh, I really miss him. Me too, Rosie. But I'm sure we'll find him. He's got to be somewhere. You're right, Paxton. Anyway, after taking over the Steamworks failed, we all held a meeting, and we realized that none of us really hated steam engines. Diesel 10, of course, was not very happy about this. Whatever happened to him? He mostly just stays at the Diesel Works now. A few weeks later, Norman and I headed over to Knapford Station to talk to the Flight Controller. Norman was put on goods duties, which he really enjoys. I was sent to the Blue Mountain Quarry. I was nervous at first, but eventually I met the narrow gauge engines, and they were very kind. That's when I really thought that steam engines could be my friends. After Diesel 10's last plan failed of stealing all the Christmas decorations, we tried to convince him that steam engines weren't all bad. He doesn't hate steam engines anymore, but he rarely ever leaves the Diesel Works. But that's my story. Wow, Paxton, that was a really nice story.
Thank you, Rosie. It's just a shame most people don't know about it. Agreed. Anyway, I've got to get going. Goodbye.